Good morning. My name is Matthew Bergman. I'm here representing a new group called the Richmond Hill Indigenous Action Committee. We are a group of 5 Indigenous residents that got together recently after discussing the lack of events and funding toward the Indigenous community in Richmond Hill. Our aim is creating meaningful change for our community with the support of the City of Richmond Hill. On September 30th, Canada had our first annual Reconciliation Day. To commemorate that, most of the surrounding cities, including Newmarket, Bradford, Barrie, and Toronto, all had large-scale events. There was nothing planned in Richmond Hill. And after discussing that with committee member Jason Shea, he proceeded to throw together a small event at Elgin Barrow Arena in a matter of days, in which we, along with 50-plus members of the community, paid respect to this day, including Councillors Pirelli and Munch, who were in attendance. This day was a golden opportunity for the city to act, and yet there was nothing. I personally went to the event in Barrie, and there were hundreds of people. Why didn't we have an event with hundreds of people in Richmond Hill? This seems to be the issue with the subject of land acknowledgements. In the opinion of our committee, this is a very divided topic within our community. On one hand, some people appreciate it. On the other hand, some people feel it's an empty gesture. Regardless of how people personally feel about this issue, it is our opinion that land acknowledgements without any actual tangible actions to go with them are just empty. According to the 2016 census, there were 516 status First Nations living in Richmond Hill. This is almost 6 years ago, and we assume that number has gone up. That's also not including mixed non-status community members, Scoop survivors, and other members of the community. It's safe to say that around 1% of the population of Richmond Hill is Indigenous in some way. There continues to be little to no support for our community in Richmond Hill. Our committee aim is to change that. We ask ourselves things like, why wasn't there an event on September 30th? Why is there no money in the Richmond Hill budget allotted to the First Nations community? Why has the council spent so much time talking about land acknowledgements while real opportunities to make a difference pass them by? With the recent discovery of over 6,000 residential school children across the country, it is important now more than ever to stand behind the Indigenous community and show support. We believe there are many non-Indigenous people in the community that want to be allies and to get involved, but there is no outlet for that in Richmond Hill as of right now. We believe it's time to look beyond a land acknowledgement and support the community in a real way by creating events, including celebrations on important calendar days, seminars, community outreach, educational programs, and more. We believe the city could do a lot more to support the Indigenous community and are asking for that commitment. There's no reason why there shouldn't be support for our community, as Richmond Hill is extremely diverse and showcases many of its different communities on a regular basis. We have put this committee together to work with the city and provide Indigenous voices to issues such as these, as we feel there is no proper representation of our community within the council. We don't represent our entire community in any way, but we can provide concise first-hand opinions and recommendations on issues to do with our community. Our members are all highly decorated individuals with a lot of experience in their respective fields and within the community. Indigenous people have lived in Richmond Hill for about 12,000 years, since the end of the last ice age. The city has a rich Native history. It's time to honor that with substantial actions. In closing, we, the committee, support a land acknowledgement only if real actions come along with it. After all, actions speak louder than words. If you decide to defer this topic to a later date, our committee would be more than happy to provide a thorough recommendation on how to move forward. In our opinion, the City of Richmond Hill has a duty to all of its residents, and we believe you have an opportunity to lead by example through action. That could not only change the experience of Indigenous residents in Richmond Hill today and help us feel seen and respected, but can create change for generations to come. Thank you. That's all I have today.
Thank you very much, Mr. Bergman. We look forward to hearing from your committee again and continuing to work with them as we go forward.